Hi, I'm Nancy O'Neill and welcome to Suncoast FYI. Today we talk to a philanthropic organization providing for infants in need, plus a creative collaboration between Suncoast organizations for an annual book drive and a special performance by the Sarasota Middle School Joyful Voices Choir. Members of Christ Child Society of Sarasota work every day to make our community a better place. And here to tell us about their signature layette program is President Loretta Haw and Chair of Philanthropic Projects, Ann Welsh. Good morning.
Good morning.
Before we get into all of this amazing baby clothing that you brought, can you tell our viewers a little bit about what Christ Child Society is and what you do for our community?
We're happy to. We are a nonprofit organization, and we are dedicated to caring for children, infants and children at risk due to poverty. They're born into impoverished families in our area, and we work to clothe, teach, and care for them.
Now, where do you do that?
Well, we service the counties of Manatee, Sarasota, and also Venice. So it's quite expansive.
Okay.
We're also part of a national organization, the National Christ Child Society. And there's 45 chapters from California to New York. And we have the same signature project. But most of our other projects are all based on community needs. So in that regard, every chapter is a little different and unique.
And you make it, well, fit the community that,
Exactly.
that you're in. How many children would you say that you help every year?
This year, we just finished our annual report, and we serviced 1,800 children, about 450 families.
Wow.
So,
Well, thank you. Now, this is your main philanthropic project that you're heading up. Can you tell us what it is and what we're seeing here,
Okay,
please?
start in November, and we work through Spencer Babies, and we can order and we can get a discount. We get a cube, which has 22 items in it.
That's behind the little
This
bear
all
here.
goes in one bag. We give the fleece. They get a fleece. They get socks. They get 2 t-shirts and 2 blankets, and they get 2 sets of wipes, baby wipes.
Baby wipes.
They also get diapers, which haven't been delivered yet.
Okay.
And everyone is given a book.
And our little bear that you said
And our little
somebody
bear, we have a
makes.
woman who's from our Lady Star of the Sea, and she
Terrific.
makes those and gives them to us to put into each.
That's a
layette.
labor of love.
It
Yes,
is.
it
right
is.
there.
It is.
Okay. Now, there's a lot of work, hands-on involvement doing this. How large of a program do you have, and what's the logistics of putting something like this together?
Well, we have 68 members. They all pitch in one way or another. Some come to, like, I store everything at my house, so they come and some can come pick up. Some can come work the day of, and we work out of St. Jude's. They have given us a classroom that we could use to build our layettes. So we get there early on March 11th and unload all the stuff we have gotten and set it up, and then we have another group that comes in an hour later, and they take one of our gift bags and start going down the row and putting one thing in each one.
In each one. Now, how do you distribute these?
We distribute to 6 different places, and everyone, there's a certain person who will go to a certain place. We do Wauchula, Still Point, Church United, Sarasota Medical Practice, Pregnancy Center, and somebody will go and deliver them that day.
The funds that you gather to purchase all of that, where does that come from?
The only fundraiser we have is called the Red Wagon, and the Red Wagon is based on the founder of Christ Child. She was an invalid, and she would go around at Christmas time and deliver things to different people, and one little boy wanted a wagon, so she managed to get him a wagon. So that's where the red wagon came from. It's a luncheon. We had it at Laurel Oak Country Club, and we have a silent auction, and we have a Chinese, what we call a Chinese auction, and then we have another table of gifts, and people buy tickets and put them in, and then we draw.
Now, do you have any other outreach programs?
Yes, we do. We have quite
What
a
are
few.
those?
One is called the Soap Closet. And what we do is we save our recycled plastic bottles. We fill them with laundry soap, put our label on it, and we donate them to, again, impoverished families. And we do all this through Still Point Mission. We serve, as I said, the migrant family population largely. So, and we did a lot of research, and we found that children in poverty often have very soiled clothes. They can't get to the laundromats and so forth. So this helps with bullying, and it's quite a wonderful project.
It is, yeah. Well, I hope it keeps growing from day to day, from 48 to 60.
This year we're actually giving out 250
of these
these,
units.
And
But you can always use volunteers.
Yes.
And if people want to donate funds, because you can always use that, where can they go to do that?
Well, the information is on this brochure.
Okay. And on your website?
Yeah, ccssarasota@gmail is the contact. And this is for you. It's one of our Christ Child bags.
You're lovely.
And our
Thank
brochures, yes, we're very grateful.
That's lovely. Thank you so much, and I will use this and promote your wonderful, wonderful society and what you do for our little ones in the area. Thank you so
We
much.
think we're great.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
You're very kind.
Just ahead on Suncoast FYI, we learn about a book drive for students on the Suncoast. Jewish Family Children's Services of the Suncoast is joining forces with Ringling College of Art and Design and many other community partners for a book drive extending through March 31st. And joining us now with more is JFCS Director of Volunteer Services and Community Outreach, Karen Farrow, and Ringling College Director of Student Volunteerism and Service Learning, Rachel Levy-Baker. Boy, you ladies are busy ladies. If you do half of what your titles say you do, I don't know how you do anything else, but thank you for all your hard work.
Thank you for having us.
Absolutely, absolutely. Now, Karen, we're going to start with you, and you're going to tell us about the annual book drive and who it benefits in our communities.
This is our 5th annual book drive.
Okay.
Last year we brought in over 4,000 books, so we're hoping to double that this year. And the books go to the children in our programs at JFCS, the Title I schools, the Early Learning Coalition's Bucket of Books program, to the daycares, to elementary schools, to the summer reading program, to the hospitals, the police departments, sheriff departments, All-Star Children's, so many different entities, and we just spread the wealth and get the books out there to help fight illiteracy.
Now, where do you get the books from?
Different people within the community donate the books, or we find donors that donate money for us to purchase the books. And these can be new or used books as long as they're for the ages of 18 and under. And they drop them off at the libraries, they'll drop them off at JFCS, down off of Fruitville, or at Ringling, or some other organizations that also participate in collecting for us.
And what type of books do you typically look for? I mean, you have such an age range. I mean, do you want them on plant life, or do you want them to be, more engaged in academic, pursuits? I mean, or is it a variety of things?
Try to make sure that it's a variety, and also make sure that the books are diverse, because we want to make sure that they're relatable to everyone.
Okay. Now, Rachel, I know you have a book in your hand. Is that something that you have developed in
Yes,
conjunction
so when we
with the
met
program?
last year to partner with initiatives between Ringling College and JSCS, we became a partner in the book drive, and so we have some drop boxes on campus. But for some of our students who may not be able to purchase a book to donate to the book drive, we gave them opportunities to write encouraging notes to the kids who would be receiving the books. So they picked a book out of the pile and they would write a note of encouragement to say, keep up the good work, keep reading, we hope you enjoy the story. I loved the story when I was a kid.
Turn that around and
So
show
then
our
we
viewers
also
what
talked
it
about
is.
making a coloring and activity book. And one of the partners that JFC also works with in Ringling College is Embracing Our Differences. And so we took that theme and our students came up with imagery that kind of fit that theme and made an activity book that could focus on vocabulary and shapes and color. And this was actually totally designed by Emily Murphy, who is an illustration student, and she's pictured in there. She's a current student, and Courtney Jones did the text in the book. And they completely created this beautiful activity book that's going to be distributed to some of the partners at JFCS, but we're hoping to get it into the hands of many more children.
Wow. So it's a coloring book and a learning book.
Yes,
As
and it's
well.
called Finding Joy in Our Differences.
All right. So you need more sponsors because you said you had a number of them printed now, but you want to print more.
Yes,
So
we
what-
have about 1,000 printed, but we'd like to get them out to all of the children of the right age group in Manatee and Sarasota County, and also expand to the Florida Hippie 100 Days of Reading program as well, and get them out to the entire state of Florida.
So Rachel, what else do you do? How else do you collaborate with other groups in the
So in
the
our department, we
community?
really want to educate the whole student. They get a fantastic education from their faculty and in their courses, and then we want to help educate them as far as the community that they're in Sarasota. So we partner with dozens of nonprofits and community partners on countless service projects every year. So some students will, participate in something like this and creating the coloring book or sending notes to people to kind of brighten their day or send some encouragement. But then we also have students that are partnered with classroom teachers all over Sarasota and Manatee counties to bring more art into the curriculum. So we have about 50 students that are paired in classrooms all over with teachers, and they go, maybe on a weekly basis to do all kinds of projects from art and science to art and literacy, art and math, all kinds of things. And it's really a win-win, opportunity because our students get so much out of it, and they get to learn a lot about Sarasota. in
And
the
they can
process.
find out more if they contact you at the college,
Absolutely.
correct? Okay, and Karen, you have more projects going on.
Yes.
Is there anything else you'd like to tell us about those?
So we also, for the book drive, first of all, we allow the donors to come out and the children to come out, and we provide a free family fun and health day at the library in Newtown, and the kids can participate in kids yoga, different science activities, have vision screenings, and they have different giveaways, and they can come out there and pick out their books while they're there as well, and then the donors can see where those donations went.
And that will be on your website, so
Yes.
people can go out. Now, is there a cost associated with that, or is
Not
it
at all.
free?
No, it's a free event.
So they come get a book, get to meet people that cared about them enough to give them a book, and that's
So
wonderful.
we do that. We also have our backpack drive. We provide backpacks with school supplies. We provide gift cards for shoes and clothing, non-perishable foods, free haircuts, free portrait, family portrait, etc. for the children.
Okay, so all of that on both of your websites, right?
Yes.
Great. Thank you, ladies, both, for all you do for our community and our children.
Thank you
Thank
so
you.
much.
Next on Suncoast FYI, a special performance from students of the Sarasota Middle School Joyful Voices Choir. Music can benefit a student's life in so many unexpected ways, as demonstrated by the Joyful Voices Choir at Sarasota Middle School. And here to tell us about their recent trip to Nashville is chorus director Nadia Sawa. So, benefits in a student's life. What are the benefits that music give them?
Music benefits students in so many ways that it's almost impossible to make a list. But specifically in our classroom, students are encouraged to work, get their creativity out, to be interesting, imaginative, to sort of explore that side of their lives. We also do a lot with teamwork. Students know that they need to work together to create a song, yet they're also in charge of their own individual parts, so they need to be a confident singer. We really try to develop our speaking skills and our listening skills. So all of that they can take with them into the future.
Absolutely. Now, how long has this group been together, Nadia?
We have been together. I've been a teacher at Sarasota Middle for 17 years, and each year I get a new group of students. So the group we have performing today, they've been together for 3 years.
I'm looking forward to hearing them sing. I know they're very good.
Absolutely.
I know they're very good. So what other kind of activities, now they went to Nashville, but are there other activities that they perform in the community?
Absolutely. Every year we put on a Veterans Day concert in conjunction with Sarasota High School. The students honor the men and women who serve our country, so I think that's very important.
Awesome.
And they do a great job. We also have been invited to sing at the Ringling Museum for the annual Toys for Tots event that they have there.
Lovely.
And a really cool event was we were invited to sing at the Van Wezel with Grammy Award winning Christopher Cross. And that was to promote music in our schools. But I have to say our favorite of all time is singing for the elderly at nursing homes and living facilities.
They just enjoy that so much, I'm sure. They just smile when they see you all come in.
Absolutely.
Now, as a teacher, what inspires you besides everything that you've just mentioned?
I think the transformation I see in the students' lives when I give them a lesson or we perform a concert, and you could see there's growth in that they've really gone through a transformation. Specifically, when we sing for the elderly, you can tell that at first they were a little uncomfortable. Maybe that's not an environment they were used to, but when they saw the elderly smiling and clapping and being joyful, they knew that they brought that on with their love of singing.
Okay. Now, what are some of the fun highlights? Again, you know, you've mentioned the ones that stand out in your mind, but what are some of the other highlights that you feel that the girls enjoy?
Well, last year we put on a big musical, Music Man Junior, so that was something we hadn't done in a while at our school. What else have we done? We've done quite a few things. We've performed at Disney World and Universal Studios as well. And of course, our big trip to Nashville.
Okay, so tell us about your trip to Nashville, and you're going to be performing, the girls are going to be performing an excerpt from that. So what was the Nashville trip all about?
Well, it was definitely a successful trip because they're still talking about it today.
Yay.
Yes, it was our first trip out of state for Sarasota Middle. We had the chance to do a special recording at Studio B, the famous Studio B recording. That's where Elvis Presley and Dolly Parton had their recording sessions. We got a backstage tour of the Grand Ole Opry, which was phenomenal to be in that space. You could feel the electricity. And the girls performed, not only girls, we have boys in our choir too. The choir performed at the Grand Ole Opry on the plaza.
Wow. How many in your group?
We had 45 go for Nashville, but we have about 100 students at our school choir.
Excellent, excellent. Okay, so when we come back, we're going to hear only a small section of your group, but I know we're really looking forward to that, and they're going to be fabulous.
Thank you.
Thanks, Nadia.
Thank you.
I have to sing, there's a melody in me, so powerful I just can't keep it in. I have to sing, set the music free, and I cannot be silent when the song begins. So music overflow, flood my soul, fill me up with your refreshing stream. River running free, river rise up in me, 'cause I just have to sing. I have to sing when words won't do and feelings are growing inside of me. I have to sing, to get the message through, and all I need is a melody. So music overflow, flood my soul, fill me up with your refreshing stream. River running free, river rise up in me, 'cause I just have to sing. We want to sing with one voice. We want to share our joy with you. Before you know it, you will sing, I have to sing, I have to sing, I have to sing.
Coming up this weekend, it's the Anna Maria Island Heritage Day. Enjoy barbecue, live music, and settler-era crafts. See how early settlers lived with demonstrations of candle making, wool spinning, basket weaving, and woodworking. Admission is free tomorrow from 9 a.m. to 2 p.m. at the Anna Maria Island Museum. Plus the 40th Annual Sarasota Jazz Festival. Enjoy performances by world-renowned jazz artists with free and ticketed events throughout the festival. The main stage concerts will be taking place at the Sarasota Municipal Auditorium. Other events at venues such as Philippi Estates Park and Burns Court Cinema. The festival begins Monday and runs through March 14th. If you would like to promote your community event on Suncoast FYI, we would love to hear from you, and this is a complimentary service. Please call our producer, Andrea Chu, at 941-361-4651. To view previous episodes, go to snnTV.com. I'm Nancy O'Neill, and we'll see you next Friday on Suncoast FYI.